just like I hit the lotto. Head to gonna roll like Sleepy Hollow. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll.
100 mentions dancing on my wall. Diss me and I don't see your response. Focus on the commas, not a call. I deposit, I do not withdraw.
All these heads are gonna roll. All these heads are gonna roll. Look, I'm out of space and I'm Apollo. Got a bag on me just like I hit the lotto. Heads are gonna roll like Sleepy Hollow. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll.
There you go. No, don't go think I don't wanna know. She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving, the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me.
Man, I swear to God, you be tripping. I can't even do it. My girl, I'm Tiffany. Damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it. No, she cannot scissor me. Mark your spot, that boy get don't send him the car. He finna get blessed on. I get the paper. I'm talking about Benjamin Frank. Not talking about the one that you sketch on.
He play dumb, get his gone. Hit a crib, but he loving on red bone. Now I'm hard to reach, I'm bout my cheese. I'm moving around with two phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down like the Backstreet Boys, cause it make you dance, but you better get your groove on.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. The Titans are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Jags, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first carry for Najee Harris. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
2nd and 9. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Slot man moves right. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Lawrence changing the play. From the 35 on 2nd down, Lawrence. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They go play action with Lawrence. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Jaguars' first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the give, this is Harris, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Here we go, set, Cougar 19. 54. Pretty quiet, team, we're pretty quiet. Right there, 54 Mike. That's right, baby, they don't want it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Buffalo 18. 54. Mike 54.
back to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Yeah, let's go sandwich.
Warrior 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Just 1 field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
3 yards there to begin the 3rd quarter. They also lead by 3 points. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be fourth down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It's a gain of 35.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, watch the screen.
On the counter, it's Henry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So we're back to even after the short field goal. CD, you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it. Because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they've got to put a challenge to their offense and say, can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We've got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Lawrence. It's brought in by Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Hey, Lion.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. incomplete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try the right side with Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Johnston sent in motion. On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
19 White.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the blood.
They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Trap 60. Trap 60. I'm letting you know right now, you gotta break.
Back to throw again. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. A handoff running left, Henry. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Throwing now, Lawrence. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
They'll come up. 1st and 10 here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Here's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Harris is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. A final shot now for Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively now, 1 more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.